neighbors on the East Coast. In the meantime, persuading your employer to give you a raise, well, that is sometimes easier said than done.
No kidding. Yes, absolutely. But there are ways that you can gauge when it's a good time to ask your boss for a raise. And for more on that, let's get to Mavis High in the newsroom.
Guys, this is a timely topic as President Obama in his State of the Union boasted unemployment is down, the recession is over, and economic recovery is on the rise. So the single biggest question this year could be whether wages will go up. So is now the time for you to ask your boss for a raise? Joining us this morning is success and career coach Lisa Montanaro. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. So what do you say? Timing is everything, so should people ask for a raise?
Timing is everything. So there are a few things they should consider. One is they need to look at their own company policy. So for example, does the company have a policy of giving raises a certain time of year? And if so, and that's just passed, it may not be the best time to bring it up again. Or is the company in sound financial standing? So are they just barely making payroll? And had they made that very clear to everyone that they're struggling? And if so, again, that may not be the best time. And then each employee needs to look at the timing of their own career.
Sure.
So how are you doing as an employee? Have you reached your milestones? Are you excelling at your job? So
you mentioned how the economy, even though, yes, it's going up, it may be different for each individual business. So as far as how to ask for a raise, should employees keep that in mind and make sure they're tailoring their approach to how their business is doing?
Yes, absolutely. So each employer is different. So for example, not only is each company different in terms of how they're doing in this economy, but also each industry. So an employee would need to look at some research. So go to their own website, talk to human resources, go out and look at the industries. A great website is called salary.com, and you can take a look at the salaries out there. But for a particular employer, you need to see how they're doing financially. And a lot of times you can ask how they're doing financially, but they may not always be honest with you. So you may have to do some sleuthing.
What we're seeing, I wanted this to be also a message for employers, because we're seeing that employee confidence kind of get boosted a little bit. A Glassdoor survey was showing that 1 in 3 employees said if they don't get a raise this year, they're going to bolt. They're going to get out of there, out of their company. So what message should employers take away from this as far as their employees gaining more confidence and trying to ask for those wage increases?
If they can give a raise, whether it's anywhere from 1 to 5%, which is a typical wage increase, they should. But if they can't, they can look at some other flexibility, other benefits. So for example, time is a precious commodity. Can you give more vacation time, more personal days? Can you give non-monetary benefits such as tuition remission for maybe your employee or their families? Can you give new office equipment? So there are lots of other ways that an employer can hand a raise to someone.
And maybe that's good advice for employee as well. If they can't get the dollars, maybe they can ask for something else, some other perks as well.
Correct. Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Lisa Montanaro, thank you so much for the advice this morning. We appreciate it for sure. 9:50 is your time. Paul, back to you.
Yeah, after that segment, we expect to have a long line outside our general manager's office as soon as the show is over this morning. It is 9:50. Let's get to Darren and check our weather.
Paul, we've got a chance for rain around here tomorrow.